want to encounter. Unexpected sounds break the menacing, monotonous atmosphere of the word wound. Business-like chatter, the lazy neighs of ponies, the clatter of instruments, rising above everything else, a rather expressive voice. Flying ship, how could you even think of proposing such a thing? Next, you tell me we should travel by portals or streak across the sky in a winged chariot. Oh, we're Jubilost here. And don't look at me like that, I know what you mean. That this cart has experienced things you wouldn't see in your worst nightmare. That's like that it's time to retire and put its wheels up beside the fire. Axles creaking, and it tells its grandchildren stories of its wild youth. But I can afford a more reliable transportation than this wreck. To this, I will say that great explorers and discoverers set out on their expeditions on foot. They didn't complain about it. Yet you can even survive comfortable ground-based travel in an ordinary cart. Jubilost, and with that, the owner of the expressive voice turns to you and nods as if he didn't expect to see anyone else. Jubilost, Narthropol, I'm just passing through. Knowledgeable. The name is familiar to you. Narthropol is an eccentric gnome scholar from Absalom. Traveler, explorer, popularizer of science, journalist, and author of a dozen books and countless articles. Due to his overly sharp tongue, he's been sentenced to death or exile by no fewer than 3 or 4 nations of Valerian. Every year, new rumors surface of his death at the hands of some offended monarch or other. I've heard about you. You're a scientist and explorer, aren't you? Jubilost Northroper? The author of this zillion of magical liquids in the field? Yes, that's me. I take it I have the honor of speaking to a fellow scientist. You're a fellow scientist and a successful rival, a future successful rival. I intend to take your place in the department at the College of Mysteries. On my way to the headmaster seat. Naturally. By the way, the blood of mythic demons cannot be distilled by your method, and neither can the slime of an ordinary carnivorous blood. Obviously not. Jubilost doesn't seem offended. The Quarter is looking at Nenio with growing interest. My distillation method was developed for distillations carried out on the material plane, for liquids originating on the material plane. Demon blood does not meet these conditions. For extraplanar liquids, I've developed a new method described in my article in the first issue of National Alchemy, 4817. We've got a whole century to go before 4817. Yes, of course, that's correct. The article is scheduled for publication in advance. My experience. To be fair, I do not record data on extraplanar entities. For my encyclopedia, therefore demons and their blood as such do not interest me. But I have not yet finished the section of cult alchemists. Main focus of their work is potions based on demon blood. To support my thesis that the average cultist alchemist lacks any real knowledge of the subject, I need to make a breakthrough in this field. Approach worthy of a true scientist. I wish I could linger and try to reconstruct my method from memory, but I don't have any time to spare. Jubilost sighs with obvious regret. So you're an encyclopedist, and at the same time a practitioner and a field researcher. That's right, I'm Nenio. I just need to clarify a couple of details. I'll figure out the rest on my own. Of course, I'd be happy to be of assistance, even if nothing comes of it. Could continue the discussion by correspondence. Is this some sort of scientific flirtation or what? Certainly possible, but let's return to the issue at hand. To what degree should I saturate the blood with steam during distillation? My previous attempt resulted in an explosion, which suggests the durability of a standard distillation apparatus is not without limit. To what degree saturate what? Those expression changes drastically. You're using direct distillation? I am. Dry steam distillation is not a viable option. What absolutely, utterly inconceivable nonsense. In my second article in the National Alchemy, I proved beyond the shadow of a doubt that direct distillation is not suitable for magical liquids, and only a properly isolated steam colloid allows us to consider the distillation process effective. In a section of my encyclopedia detailing the use of distillation apparatuses, I completely unravel every argument of your work on the benefits of dry steam distillation. Ah, all desire, indignation, expect chief's boredom. So really interested in distillation, dear colleague, excellence. And subscribe to National Alchemy and wait until my article reaches these parts. I'm afraid I'm in a rush and cannot offer you any advice on the subject. So where do we leave off, Commander? What are rumors of your death? These rumors never stop. I'm not a desk jockey, but a field researcher and a cartographer. I spend most of my time on the road, stopping only briefly to finish a paper or give a lecture. Every time the unknown of new mysterious lands follows me, my detractors jump at the chance to spread stories of my death. I've been credited with perishing in the depths of the Eye of Abendego, meeting my end at the hands of the Whispering Tyrant when Laswell fell, and many far less impressive deaths, such as being drowned by kobolds in a river in a place not marked on a map. Hogwash. I do not imagine myself immortal, but so far I've been able to avoid meeting Pharasma. There's just so much to learn about this world. Knowledge would check. Jubilost's speech seems confident, and there is no reason to doubt his words. Yet he mentioned the fall of Laswell as a well-known fact, but you know for certain this nation is alive and well. Just happened to be passing through, so deep in the wood wound. What's bothering you? Of course. I didn't mean to say this happened by accident. Passing through simply means I do not intend to conduct extensive research or educational work here. Just make a few observations here and there. I have one of your books. Would you autograph it for me? Unexpected request, but admittedly a pleasant one. Of course I will. Why not? Jubilost takes the war book from you, and his amiable expression suddenly vanishes. Culinary Almanac. The dose of articles on practical alchemy, history books, geographical reference books, and brilliant political essays I've published, which is a cookbook. That's the only one that I found! Jubilost glares at you, then sighs heavily. Of course, Henry Greenwich is good. And Culinary Almanac, so that's what you'll get. Here you go, with best wishes. By Jubilost, blah blah blah. What's wrong with your card? Well, I suppose I should have led with this. Sadly, my cart is stuck, and my assistants, Jubilost casts a peevish look at the three gnomes shuffling awkwardly nearby. As it turns out, they're completely incapable of applying the most simple practical skills in fixing this blasted wagon. But I appreciate your help, Wander. All you need to do is to attach the wheel, clear the road, and calm the poor ponies. The wood won't cause them great stress. How do you know me, Commander? I have introduced myself. Obviously, it's about my Akuman. Sure you didn't expect a renowned scientist to be so ignorant as to not recognize the most significant historical figure of the distribution era? You asking me to fix your cart? Me? The commander of the 5th Crusader and widow of mythical power? I'll see what I can do. This is wonderful, and don't think me an ungrateful lout. I'll be sure to mention your generosity in the article I'll write about this encounter. I'm going to take some notes, and you may get started on repairs, Commander. 3. Fix... or shall I fixed? 10 minutes of work and a little bit of ingenuity, the wheel slides back into place, none the worse for wear. A thought just occurred to me, Commander. What do you think of your place in history? You brought a healthy, healing dose of chaos to the rigid order of the Crusades and opened the doors of Elysium. Who would have thought? Perhaps my fate has been far from the ordinary, but I'm satisfied with the path I've chosen, the person I've become. And aren't those forced to follow you happy? Those who depend on you? Jubilost adjusts his glasses. Or are you one of those people who goes ahead without bothering to change the opinions of others? My cat is here. Why don't you come? It's so cool, these little cats. Then again, who am I to lecture one of the greatest figures of our time? Be on your way, and Desna will aid you. I'll just stand here by the side of the road and take some notes. Do you read Desna too? You must have traveled far and seen much. The god smiles upon wanderers. Ah, Sister Desna, and of a very unusual kind. Yes, I've been to many places, and I hope to visit many more, but I'm surprised at your admiration. Does Galarian truly overshadow the wonders of explorer travel for you? In the past I did not travel, I hunted, I saw no wonders, I did not understand the delight of walking the road, seeing new places, or making new acquaintances. So you have surely seen more than I have, because I could not see, my eyes were closed. Then I wish you to keep them open and see all that you wish to see. It's worth it to spend a lifetime traveling, or even more than one. Calm the ponies with Lord Nature. Okay. Succeed. The ponies' eyes seem oddly intelligent. You get the uneasy feeling that the ponies are playing along with your attempts to calm them. chuckling to themselves. Still, the obedience stands where they're supposed to, ready to pull the cart. Clear the way for the cart. Your efforts are not in vain. The pile of junk blocking the path has been swept aside. That's it. I did what I could. What? Oh, yes. Well, I suppose I should be on my way. How unfortunate. I haven't yet satisfied my curiosity. But what can you do? Time waits for no one. I have the feeling there's something you're not telling me, Mr. Narthropo. There's some strange zips in your speech and demeanor. I must admit, acting is not one of my talents. I was hoping to casually run into you in a completely natural way, then ask a few questions. But it's tricky to appear natural when this chance encounter takes place in the middle of the world wound, and you come from the future. Yes, exactly as I said. Some of my friends, many in number but acting as one, can do the most curious things to time. I humbly asked them for an opportunity to meet the legendary commander. Oh, the kids are going to fight now, Jesus Christ. Please don't fight. Please stay like that. You two are so cute. Don't fight. Okay, they didn't fight. Okay, that went well. Exactly as I said, some of my friends, many in number but acting as one, can do the most curious things to time. I only asked them for an opportunity to meet the legendary commander of the 5th Crusade in person. Desperately wanted to take a few notes on such a fateful figure in Galaria's history from an article on the Age of Lost Omens. I hope you're not angry about this small masquerade, and if you're angry, I'm still satisfied. Best of luck to you, I hope you come by these parts again. My apologies, but 1,000 more discoveries await me. I can't stay in any one place for too long. But I'm glad to have met you. This conversation provided me with much food for thought. Farewell, Commander. Almost forgot, I was asked to give you this. Golden Toad? They go invisible? What? Okay then. So I got my autographed book, and I got the Golden Toad. Toad statuette made of solid gold. It looks more like an idol than a regulatory figure. Acquire this item while exploring Widow's encounter. This is very cool. This is very cool actually.